This is the BrewVerie Report. Daily news, once monthly. Here are your anchors, Paige, JT, and Mike.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the BrewVerie Report, where we deliver your daily news monthly. I'm Jilted Tadpole, and I'm here with...
Paige.
Oh my god.
There's nothing better than a jilted tadpole.
True.
You know what I mean?
Do you have a frog in your throat there?
No, I'm just hopping mad, baby.
Oh god.
It's not going to get any better,
All
everybody.
right.
Get ready.
No, it's not. All right, we're going to go right into it. Let's get into our first set of news stories.
Okay, so this is a story out of South Africa.
Ooh.
This man, I cannot pronounce his last name, but his name is Thomas, 40 years old. He had been on the run for 7 years after stealing some hardware products, and they were looking for him. He was a wanted man, and this was back in 2015. Well, recently, I think this might have been posted today or so, but this dummy went into the police office and said, "What about an application?" He was wanting to apply to be a police officer, and he was wanted.
Oh
Don't
my
worry.
god.
I can slip under the radar by becoming one of their own.
Yeah.
That
And
only works in the U.S. It doesn't...
Most police officers get their records after they join.
nice.
I'm sorry. I just started sweating because that was a hot take, baby. It was a hot take. I didn't say it was a wrong take. Just a hot take.
Yeah.
So he has been called the dumbest criminal in South Africa. And he was definitely taken in, arrested. But I don't know what he was thinking. I just don't know.
Who knows?
It is so wild to me what criminals do and how their minds work.
He's proven to be a big old tool.
A turd.
A turd. A jilted tadpole. Oh, man.
How did those swimmers make it?
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
I just got that.
Your guess is as good as mine, baby. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah. Is that
All
it there,
right.
Paige?
Yeah, that's it for that story.
All right.
All right. If you're ready.
Nope, but go for it.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Cumberland County man accused of illegally purchasing human remains for resale on Facebook.
What?
What the fuck? I mean, I've heard of
what?
buying cars on Facebook, but
I'm going to send you the link so you can at least see his face. It's a face only a mother could love. All right. So Jeremy Pauley, 40, of Enola, is charged with buying human organs from a woman in Arkansas for resale. They've charged him with abuse of a corpse and other offenses.
You don't say.
What the fuck? I think that carries a life sentence, the what the fuck sentence. There was an investigation began on June 14th. Court records list as a resident of Bloomsburg in Pennsylvania. Describes himself as the owner-curator of the Grand Wunderkammer and the executive director and curator of the Memento Mori Museum. The Grand Wunderkammer's Facebook page describes the group as vendors of the odd and unusual, and that its events feature, quote, museum exhibits, guest lectures, live entertainment, and so much more. That would be fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. And quite honestly, I don't even care what you look like. I don't care that you got horns coming out of your head. That's fine. However, he listed items on sale on his page on Facebook as, quote, medical bones, femurs, mandible bones, teeth, and various other bones. Anyway, so according to investigators, a forensic examiner later determined that, before we get there, they executed a search warrant on his home and collected 3 to 5 buckets containing suspected human remains.
No.
Oh my.
Buckets. So
That's scary.
Here's what they determined the buckets contained.
Where did he get these?
Great question. I don't know. I don't know.
Wow.
So the buckets contain 2 human brains, human skin and human fat, a human heart, kidney, skull with hair, human livers, trachea.
He's a murderer.
A human child's mandible with teeth, and human lungs.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
Further investigation determined Polly was purchasing the remains from a woman in Arkansas, because of course, whom police identified as Candace Scott. An examination of Facebook Messenger exchange determined Polly had purchased several human remains from Scott for $4,000, including half a human head, 1 whole human head minus the skull cap, 3 human brains with skull caps, a human heart, a human liver, lung, kidneys times 2, human female pelvis, piece of human torso including a nipple, human hands, 4 of them. And they were shipped by U.S. Postal Service.
Holy crap.
The fact that you won't keep the jokes in there really stings, but I'll let it go. Here's the end of this story.
Off.
Polly currently free after posting bail of $50,000. So he's free. He bought human remains.
I have so many
he's
questions.
He didn't kill someone for them, at least. But yeah.
That we know of.
Well, I mean, how do
True.
we know? Did the police investigate him? Did they investigate the woman?
They did investigate. It looks like they did all the right stuff. I guess he just purchased
Police.
all
Never
of
mind.
these. But I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
You know, but this was Pennsylvania where everybody's legit, like Dr. Oz. What?
Yeah.
I mean, we got a DA here that called the case one of the most bizarre investigations he's encountered. No shit, Sherlock.
Well,
you know,
fuck.
yeah.
You know, if it's not, I'd like to know what is.
Right? So anyways,
Yeah.
the moral of this story is that Jeremy Pauly fucked around and found out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, exactly. All right.
right.
Well, I got a story here.
Okay.
We've all heard of Beyond Meat, right?
Yeah.
God. Oh, no.
I'm scared.
You know, it's a meat replacement, right? Mm-hmm. Beyond Meat CEO or COO Doug Ramsey arrested for allegedly biting man's nose after Arkansas college football game.
Well,
What?
listen.
Isn't he
all
a
they got.
Like, it's vegetarian meat, right? Beyond Meat.
Yeah, exactly.
This is just a huge joke waiting to happen. Like,
All they got
Exactly.
down there is football. That's it.
So, Beyond Meat's Chief Operating Officer Doug Ramsey was arrested this weekend for allegedly biting a man's nose in an Arkansas parking garage following a college football game.
what would even, like, possess somebody to bite somebody's nose? Like,
We'll find out.
it's
Well,
like the... No!
His hero was obviously Hannibal Lecter.
Or Mike Tyson.
Yeah. I don't know. This is Arkansas.
Listen, man, listen. He came up on me after a football game. Listen, I had to just take his nose off. He was smelly.
Yeah. Ramsey, 53, was charged with terroristic threatening and third-degree battery and booked in the Washington County, Arkansas jail on Saturday evening. He was released Sunday, according to the Washington County information page. Ramsey and Beyond Meat did not immediately respond for requests for comment from CNBC. You don't say. The altercation happened in a parking garage near Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium in Fayetteville after University of Arkansas football game, according to the police report. Ramsey allegedly punched through the back windshield of a Subaru after it made contact with the front tire of Ramsey's car. The
he
Subaru
wasn't
owner
done.
then got... What?
That's not all he did. Like, biting the nose was like the tip of the iceberg here.
Yeah, the tip of the
Wow.
nose. The Subaru owner then got out of his car, and Ramsey allegedly started punching him and bit his nose. ripping the flesh off the tip of his nose, according to the report. The victim and a
Sue
witness
him.
also alleged that Ramsey told the Subaru owner he would kill him.
God, put that tip on ice, baby. Put it
Yeah.
on ice. Looks like Beyond Meat is a little more than just his porn name.
So Ramsey has been the chief operating officer of Beyond Meat since December. The food company has been facing skepticism from investors over disappointing sales, operating challenges, and its long-term growth prospects. The stock has fallen 73% this year, dragging its market cap down $1.09 billion. Just 3 years ago, the company was valued at $13.4 billion.
These investors need to have a nose for this kind of thing. And they should be.
Smells off.
Something smells off.
Yeah,
It's
there's
one of
been
those.
a bite taken out of their stock price.
I don't know. It's odoriferous. That's an SAT word. I regret saying
It is.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I guess
that's
this
insane.
guy doesn't care for meat alternatives.
Wow. I cannot.
He's all about the beyond, but not the meat.
Oh, before joining the maker of meat alternatives, Ramsey spent 3 decades at Tyson Foods, overseeing its poultry and McDonald's businesses.
There it is.
Boom.
See, listen,
Yeah.
that behavior will play at McDonald's, but it will not play at Beyond Meat. So, sir, I'm
Yeah.
gonna need you to get your shit together.
There we go.
So this crime does involve a little bit of politics,
Perfect.
and this is why things like extremist and QAnon people scare me.
They just should.
Yeah.
Yeah, really no reason. It's just like, now you're putting your arms up with a finger. You're Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is at Walled Lake in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, God.
This guy had been struggling with mental illness, and he went down this QAnon extremist rabbit hole until one of his daughters pretty much said, like, it took over him. And he ended up killing his family, his dog. He shot
Jeez.
them all. And one of his daughters, who I guess doesn't live there, was talking about this conspiracy theory stuff that he was just nonstop every day. When officers got there, the man was shooting at them, and so the officer shot back, killing him. But I'm scrolling down trying to find. I mean, I know mental illness is a big part of it, but also getting wrapped up in these extremist things. The quote from his daughter, Rebecca, she said, "I think that he was always prone to mental illness, but it really brought him down when he was reading all those weird things on the internet. And it would get him more agitated." And Rebecca said that after President Donald Trump lost the 2020 presidential election, her father started falling deeper into crazy ideas online, including QAnon conspiracy theories about Trump and vaccines, and nobody could talk him out of it. So,
I
It's
wonder,
really sad.
yeah, it's so sad.
do you know if they have documented evidence of mental illness?
That's what I would like to know too. I'm not
Because-
sure.
So a lot of times I feel like people, now it very easily could be, but a lot of times people will confuse somebody who's easily susceptible to these kind of conspiracy theories
Yeah.
with mental illness. And there are
Yeah.
listen, here's the deal. You can hate QAnon all you want, but some of the people who believe in it, who push the theories, they're extremely intelligent.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's true. As much as I fucking hate Alex Jones, I mean, the motherfucker was able to make a bunch of
Yeah.
money off of shit, right? So,
They're
you know,
intelligent. They just
They know how to work that audience and how to
Mhm.
keep people in
So-
their grasp.
I'm just
Yeah.
wondering if like there was actual mental illness or it's being confused for just.
Yeah,
I mean,
for her to say he was prone to mental illness, like, what does that even mean? I'm prone to.
well, and to be honest with you, a lot of times it's so much easier for family members and things
Yeah.
of people who perpetrate these kind of things. I think it's easier for them to say it was mental illness.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it helps them or something, and that's not. I'm not victim blaming. I just,
No.
you just try to make sense of it. I think any of
Yeah.
us would probably do that.
Mm-hmm.
You want to believe that maybe there was something else there that caused that to happen, because nobody in their right mind would do that. But I think we are grossly underestimating the impact negatively of this shit.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I mean,
so.
a lot of it, too, it may not be mental health issues. It might just be lack of education that drops people into these rabbit holes, too. Some people are very smart that are, like, book smart that fall into these rabbit
yeah.
holes, too. But a lot of times, it's just people that have probably
You can get addicted to
not
it.
had... Yeah, they haven't had an education, and they've never left their town or something.
Right.
And they have no idea of the world around them. And
Well,
it's
and-
easy to fall down these bullshit rabbit holes when you don't know what's going around, like, a mile down the road.
So
Right, and they're
true.
being preyed on. It's the extremely
Oh,
intelligent
yeah.
that make money off of preying upon the folks that just they
Well,
don't take
I
it
wouldn't
one
even
step
say-
further.
I wouldn't even say they're extremely intelligent. I think it's just the people that have no morals.
That can
You know?
manipulate
Fair.
people.
Yeah, like, you could
Manipulators
be-
do it well.
Yeah, you don't have to be extremely intelligent to be very manipulative.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
We've seen that a lot.
Well, the thing that his other daughter said, she was just lucky she was at a friend's house. And she said when she was growing up that they were both, extremely loving and happy people, like her mom and her dad. But she said it's really so shocking, but it really can happen to anyone. Right-wing extremism is not funny, and people need to watch their relatives. And if they have guns, they need to hide them or report them or something, because this is out of control.
Yes, 100%.
Hide your guns, hide your extremists.
Truly.
Yeah.
Truly. Extremist on any side, too. I mean, honestly, it's...
Truly.
Yeah. Hide your guns, hide your kids, hide your spouses.
Hide
Yeah.
your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah. I didn't say
'Cause
wife
they
because
QAnon and everybody
husbands
out here.
and non-binary can still be victims, but definitely, hide them.
Well,
Yep. Terrifying.
so that was way too serious.
Yeah, let's lighten it up a bit. I'm so sorry.
No, don't apologize.
But,
These things are good
with
to
the
talk about.
QAnon things, I just had to kind of bring that to
Oh,
people's
yeah.
attention because it's real. And
Oh,
this is
yeah.
what happened.
Well, it's fake, but it's real.
Right, right.
that part.
It's all bullshit, but people believe it and very
Yes.
dangerously.
Yep. Thanks, Tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucker.
seriously.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, Tucker, yes.
Tucker
Tucker with an F.
Yeah, right. So, Antoine Sims, 24, called police after he said he was served cold food at a McDonald's on Cobb Parkway in Kennesaw,
Oh,
according
shit.
to an incident report obtained by the news. Officers arrived at the restaurant in response to the, quote, business dispute. In body camera video released by police, Sims said that the restaurant owner yelled at him and refused to replace his order after he complained about the cold food. He said, the fries are lukewarm, but they're not hot, so I just asked, could we get some fresh fries? Police then spoke with the store's owner, who told the officer that Sims had demanded that he fix my, I'm guessing, fucking food, and threw a drink at him. So officers spoke with both men. They ran Sims' name through a police database and learned he was out on bond with an active warrant for his arrest, because he was one of 3 people charged in connection with a murder of a woman found dead inside a burning car in Fulton County. The warrant was for a failure to appear. When he was confronted, what do you think he did when he was confronted with this?
I
Oh,
don't
God.
know.
I'm gonna say he pulled out a sword.
Yeah, right. No, it's not as fun. They confronted him. He took off running like a mother trucker.
You never know.
Right. They chased him to a nearby apartment complex. They used a taser on him and placed him under arrest. So he went from complaining about some cold fries to prison. Good job, buddy. Good job.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
Good job. What an idiot. All right.
Well, after seeing that guy pull out that hatchet at that McDonald's in New York, like, that's the first thing that came to my mind when you said, like, what do you think he did? I almost said, well, he could have pulled out a hatchet or anything like that guy.
I mean, listen, that guy just needs a job in the logging industry. He'll be fine.
Truly.
Like, that mother trucker is just wild. That is some wild shit. Around just after 10 a.m., a 31-year-old was walking her dog on the popular waterfront in the city. This happened in Hamburg, Germany. It's a southern bathing area. There was a 41-year-old who said to have gotten excited at the dog, the animal, and by that I mean angry at the animal, and finally kicked the animal.
Oh,
The man insulted the woman. I know, he exposed himself to her, showed her his member.
no. Ew.
And I don't mean jacket. And when the
Members
when the
only.
walker called the police, the 41-year-old grabbed the dead seagull and hit the woman with it.
Jesus.
No.
It's unclear whether the man had previously killed the seagull with a knife stuck in the sand next to the animal. Oh,
That's
Jesus.
foul.
It is foul.
Here's the best part. Emergency services
Feather in
arrived.
your cap there, Paige. Feather in your cap.
Woohoo.
All right, Yankee Doodle. Emergency services arrived at Ogendorfer Sea, which is literally Ogendorfer Sea. The 41-year-old decided to respond by jumping in the water and fleeing by swimming. He was pursued by a police helicopter and a fire engine boat.
What a dummy.
Yep. He didn't want to surrender voluntarily. He resisted arrest. 2 officers jumped in the water and heaved him into the boat. He was arrested. A doctor is now going to examine him. The reason for the attack, super unclear. But there's a lovely picture here of the seagull that he hit her with, along with the knife beside it. First off, poor seagull. I mean, I hate beach chickens like everybody else, but here we are. And I don't know. If you're going to expose yourself, don't add insult to injury by hitting somebody over the head with a seagull.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Ay.
That seems like something you would just see on a cartoon.
Yep.
It doesn't even seem
Yeah.
real.
Someone should just give that guy the bird.
Well, the seagull the whole time was like, cock, 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 cock. So he got psyched. Anyways.
Jeez.
Germany.
All right. Commanders embarrassingly try to sell mugs with outline of Washington State behind team logo. So, if you haven't heard yet, the Washington Football Club in the NFL is no longer a racist name. It's now the Washington Commanders. New NFL season, same Washington Commanders. The team became the butt of jokes early in week 1 of the 2022 season after trying to sell a mug that featured the outline of Washington State. The mugs were being sold by a team truck just outside the stadium. They featured the W logo in front of an outline of Washington State. The Commanders' field is located in Maryland, but the
now.
Washington in front of their name refers to D.C., not Washington State.
Yes. Yeah, this is a string of really shitty management.
Oh my
They
god.
really should have stayed what they were last season, which is the Washington football team. And they should have left it at that. Because honestly, they ain't worth an actual name. So,
But I love
here
this.
we are.
Pete Haley of NBC Sports confirmed that the mugs were being sold in an official team truck. After images of the mugs went viral, they quickly got removed.
Oh my god.
Hey, you want this mug? You want it?
Yeah, I'll send you a link right now. And
God, none of this is gonna surprise me.
the
Holy
mugs were sold by the official team truck. Note the NFL logo right outside of the team shop. They have since removed the volunteers working the truck said. So it's a tough start for the Commanders, who unveiled their new team name in the offseason. The club operated in the Washington football team last year and needed to order new merchandise to sell to fans after becoming the Commanders. Unfortunately for the team, these mugs didn't get a second glance before they were made available.
So here's the funny part. I clicked on that link and saw some of the responses, and this is not the first time that they've done this.
Oh wow. Oh my god.
Back in the 90s when they were the Washington Redskins, they created this lovely, lovely, lovely hoodie that has Redskins, Washington Redskins. Totally fine, but right behind the outline of Redskins is Washington State. And I'm going to send you that link right now.
Oh my god.
So dumb.
There you go. That's just for you guys. Enjoy. Jesus.
I think the Seahawks would be a little angry by that.
Oh, you know what? The Seahawks are just like... Washington's like that younger brother that just likes to kind of tag along and act like they're professional. And between all of the other bullshit that's happened in their office, this is... They were like, well, this is an easy one to deal with.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
His passion for soccer survived 3 years in a refugee camp. Now this St. John's player is pushing for the pros. So, Feli Alonda is one step closer to reaching the highest level of Canadian soccer, but the young player's love of the game began far from the fields in St. John's, where he honed his skills. Alonda was born in the Congo and spent 3 years in a refugee camp in Zimbabwe before moving to St. John's at 10. So this is a quote. The love of football for me has always been there, even in the refugee camp. Whenever there was a game on, me and my buddies would all go to someone that had a TV to just watch the game. Another quote. If you see something on TV like Ronaldo or Rubinho, I don't know.
Rubino,
you see them doing these crazy things on the field. So after the match, you go outside bare feet and just try to imitate what they're doing on the TV. The program is a new initiative to provide development opportunities for young players from Atlantic Canada and establish a path to the CPL, which is the top level of Canadian soccer and the country's only fully professional league. Alonda joined the program's first training camp in November and made an impression with the club, getting invited back to training sessions and earning a spot in the under-23 team starting lineup for a series of games. I just thought, kind of a happy story about this kid
that's a sweet thing.
Went through horrible things and it seems like he's doing really well.
The entire time that you were telling that story, I just was waiting for a really shitty twist.
I know, I was scared.
We don't usually do feel good stories.
I was real scared.
Here we go. Alonda's former coach called him a fine young man who has the skill to pursue the professional soccer goal. Quite a journey. Just so proud of him, and it makes me proud as a coach just being part of it.
Aww.
So there we go. There's some happy stuff.
I like how he threw a pun in there. Soccer goal.
Yeah. Didn't even notice that.
Florida man arrested while trying to warn Space Force about battle between aliens and dragons.
I want to watch that movie.
I know.
I wish they didn't cancel the show Space Force now, because that would be a great season.
That's really true. Maybe they wouldn't have. So when a column man has been arrested after stealing a car in an attempt to access Patrick's Space Force base. I can't believe we're even saying
people real? Are we living in real life? I just don't know anymore.
No, it's the Matrix.
It's got to be.
You need to listen to 2 or 3 episodes ago on spine chillers and serial killers. They talk about the Matrix and simulations. Anyway,
yeah, that fascinates me, and it seems
maybe I am a politician. So, according to Brevard County, Corey Johnson, 29, stole a truck in Riviera Beach before heading north to the base. While trying to get into Patrick Space Force Base, Johnson claimed the president told him through his mind that he needed to steal the truck to warn the government officials about U.S. aliens fighting Chinese dragons. Truly, this was him getting a lot of messages mixed up by Trump with U.S. aliens fighting Chinese dragons.
I prefer the fantasy dragons over Chinese dragons. I don't know.
That's fair. So here's the thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to send this link to you, and I want you to look at the mugshot and tell me if this man looks like he's 29.
Let's see if this man looks like he would do what he did.
He looks 50.
What? There's no way. JT, there's no way.
You know
This
what?
man has
meth
lived
is
a
a hell of a
hard
drug.
life.
Mike and I
Literally.
just
Just both see that?
That's the best,
Wow.
and it's the best for me. It's the worst for you.
I mean, you have to have had a rough life to look like that at 29.
I'm
Y'all.
40 and I don't look like that.
No way.
Are you kidding me?
No
He looks like
way.
he looks worse than my dad, and my dad is 62. So, I truly,
Although your dad is
That
62 years young.
Aw, he'll appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey,
It's
Pops.
that puppy that they got. Yeah, so this guy looks like shit. You guys can find the link in the show notes and click on that shit and see exactly what we're talking about. Follow along,
Yes.
kids. Watch the bouncing ball.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so, we got a battle between U.S. aliens and dragons, y'all.
Fun. Oklahoma wind turbine bent in half, on fire, and wild video.
It bent in half and was on fire.
Yes, a massive wind turbine in one of the country's largest wind farms is no more, thanks to the impacts of a strong thunderstorm that moved through central Oklahoma on Tuesday. And this was on August 10th. It's been a little while.
I knew I heard in the distance Trump going, "Told ya." Like, fucking A, man. That's horrifying.
First responders arrived at the Traverse Wind Energy Center around 4:30 p.m. to find one of the turbines on fire. Video from the scene showed what is believed to be one of the massive GE turbines on the ground with the support structure folded as it was made of cardboard, or as if it was made of cardboard.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
A spokesperson for the Public Service Company of Oklahoma said the site had been secured and there was no injuries. The utility company said the cause of the incident is under investigation, but the scene looked similar to the destruction of a wind turbine in Texas after a direct lightning strike in late July.
Dude, I just saw that video. It looks like a paper towel roll after my 3-year-old gets a hold of it.
Yeah.
What the literal hell? This must be the aliens. Or the dragons.
Doppler radar indicated there had been plenty of lightning around the Traverse Wind facility before the turbine caught fire, but officials have not confirmed if lightning played a role in the incident. But it's nuts. Like, the picture just shows, it looks like a paper towel roll bent in half after you've had, like, a sword fight with the wrapping paper,
with your cousin's penis, and you have the cardboard tube.
No, that never happened.
Wait, that doesn't happen to anybody.
Just you, bud.
Shit, I had a
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have a dick to do that with, but
I had a Mississippi moment.
This is a huge place, though. The 356 GE turbine-powered wind farm spans 2 counties in Oklahoma and is considered to be one of the world's largest wind farms. You know what amazes me, too, is because this is Oklahoma, and a lot of the southern states aren't very good with green energy because they think it's like some leftist bullshit or something.
yeah.
So the fact that they've got one of the largest wind farms is amazing.
Oh,
Even if it's one short.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna need them to change that. That sign is gonna have to have and like one less. Oh my god, truly those images are horrifying.
Yeah, right?
Like I can't imagine. Like you're looking at what, Mike? Could you estimate the diameter of that where it's bent? I mean, it'd have to
No,
be
I
20,
couldn't. But
25
it's
feet,
huge.
maybe.
Like,
You know?
let me see here.
I mean, the whole point of, while you're looking, the whole point of having a stable wind turbine is that it can take a shit ton of wind, right? And the fact that it bent the way that it did is terrifying.
Here,
Absolutely
let's see here.
terrifying.
I just got to do some conversions because metric.
Freedom units, man, freedom units.
So they're usually 70 meters tall or 229 feet tall, with blades that are 50 meters or 164 feet long. The blades, and that's one side of the blade. So you're looking at like 300 plus feet of blade, right?
Yeah, my best friend, that's what she does. She goes all around the country and she builds and climbs up these wind turbines, and it is wild. They go inside of them, like they are.
I wanna be her
freaking
friend.
huge.
Yeah. Well, this is crazy.
cool.
Actually, I just saw one of these towers supposedly on the higher end of the range of 1 to 5 megawatts. The 5 megawatt side is enough to power 1,100 homes. One of them.
I mean, we're talking
But-
about all the measurements. It's really important to understand that it's thicker at the base
Yes.
than the top of it.
Yes, it's erect.
That's really important. It is.
And
Well,
don't
it
forget
was.
though, there was that Republican not that long ago that said they were against wind power because it was solar power because at night the lights would go out. So
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god,
You know what?
cannot.
Here's what needs to happen. They need to give this turbine one big pill of Cialis, and we'll be all good to go.
Okay,
remember those
now
old commercials?
Let's all go to the lobby. That's
Listen,
probably not what you were whistling at all.
It actually was by accident. I meant more the dancing like Cialis commercials.
All right, Paige, what?
My bad.
Okay, so y'all know, because we've had these talks, that like I don't want to have a baby. No, stop. No, like I don't want to have a baby, right? And this
I'm
is
with
just
you there.
this is another reason just on my list of why I don't.
I just thought being around kids was enough.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
you're
I mean-
talking about a story?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were back on the wind turbines. I was like, how could that not make you want to... Where are we? Shit.
So this
whoa.
website, this news is actually from a different country. So they just say in the U.S. this happened, and I'm not sure where. It was posted September 17th. This lady's name is Emily Waddell, or Waddell, and she said that she was on her way to the hospital with her husband, Stephen, when she realized that she was not going to make it on time. She immediately asked him to pull the car over on the side of Interstate 69, and she gave birth to her baby. Well,
There's better things to do on Highway 69.
no, but
Here's the deal. If you were actually following Highway 69, we wouldn't have this problem. So,
facts. So she says, just past mile marker 13, I could feel her head coming out and started screaming at him to pull over now. Since my water never broke, she started coming out in my hands, still in the sack. Okay, this isn't even all. They
I haven't got to
pulled
the
o-
beach yet. Holy shit.
Listen! Wait! I can't! Okay. Whew. So, Stefan gets out to help his wife deliver their daughter. And Emily said that it was a successful delivery, but she had to suction out the baby's mouth and nose with her mouth while Stefan worked to tie off the umbilical cord with 2 phone chargers.
I'm sorry. We're gonna stop you. Well, no, hold on. Wait a second.
Oh, jeez.
It's just a
Couple
no
of
for me,
things.
dog.
A couple of things. One, I really appreciated that she called it the umbilical cord. That was great.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
What?
of
What?
biblical- What?
What?
Umbilical.
Umbilical?
Listen,
That's
It's-
very
it's
biblical
okay.
sounding, yes.
It's okay. It was very biblical. However, what I want to know is I want to know, and so does the world, which phone charge cords those were, because that is
I'm
an
really hoping-
ultimate selling point.
yeah, seriously.
I'm going to push for the name Type C.
Type C. Not Hep C, Type C.
No, Type C. Because Type C charger, right? You know, a newer Android phone.
It was good because it was like those woven.
Yeah.
Well, no, listen, iPhones use Type C now.
Do they? Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, they're probably because they got in trouble with the government. Yep. So, like, you know those woven ones, those woven chargers.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Those man, dude, you could choke a monkey with those.
That's what she
Or
said.
a chicken.
Or a chicken. Bakak.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, peacock.
I mean, I have to say, I give it up to people that do carry babies and enjoy that journey. That is just not for me. Not for me. Because I couldn't do
Yes.
that. I have a problem with boogers and all these bodily fluids.
Poop and...
I mean,
Spit
there's
up.
no way I could put my mouth to even, like, I don't think I could. Maybe I could if it was a
Well, finish that
life-saving
sentence
thing.
because I'm going to cut all of that and make sure that it's out of context in the soundboard.
I could, yeah.
I don't think I
Y'all
can
do
put
me
that in
so
my mouth.
dirty. Y'all,
Oh
y'all do
man.
me so
Well, listen.
dirty.
You know, there are some things with kids. I absolutely and utterly abhor vomit.
Yeah, that
And
too.
other things, but I don't know what the fucking deal is with like your kids where it's different.
Yeah, it is.
That would not have been my choice. But if you have to do something and you need to find a way, you certainly can't use a Hoover.
Yeah.
Technically.
I mean,
so,
I
you know.
totally get that because we raised my little cousin until he was 5. He was like here day and night for weeks at a time sometimes. And I could never do the little suction thingy where you suction out their nose and stuff. I had to ask my mother to do that because I was just like, I cannot physically do it. Like, I could do anything else, but when it comes to, just imagine you had to put your mouth there and suck that out. I could not physically do it, and I know I couldn't.
I think the bottom line of this story is women are fucking insanely awesome. Like,
Yep.
truly.
Yep. Escaped wolves prompt Greater Vancouver Zoo closure. At least one still at large.
No way.
So this was August 16th, so it's a little while ago. Escaped wolves prompted an unexpected closure of the Greater Vancouver Zoo Tuesday. According to a statement from the zoo, the details around the way the wolves got out are suspicious and believed to be due to malicious intent.
What?
The zoo said that most of the wolves are back in their care, but a small number of wolves remain on the loose. So Langley RCMP is investigating a hole in the fence and what appears to be unlawful entry and vandalism.
Oh, no.
The facility called the Conservation Office service Tuesday morning after the animals escaped. According to the zoo, they have 9 wolves and 6 cubs in their care. Footage from Global News helicopters shows RCP cars at the zoo, and a few people could be seen walking around. A few of the animals were also out in their pens.
Do you think people do that because they think they're doing the animals a favor, but in all honesty, you're like letting them go into a world where they don't know how to live?
I don't know. The Greater Vancouver Zoo has a bit of a checkered history of good and bad things.
There is one thing that I don't want a zoo to have is a checkered history.
Yeah, seriously.
Truly. And
It does a
like,
lot of good things, and also it has a lot of issues, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's funny because as you were talking about this, it was like a mystery. I was like, can you imagine what would happen if like Sherlock Holmes got rung up for this one? Like
Yeah.
that would just be hysterical. To me,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Go that last one that's still on the loose.
I just found an updated story from August 19th, so a couple days later. Wolf missing from Greater Vancouver Zoo found safe, ending 72-hour search.
Hey, he fought the man for 72 hours.
So, Greater Vancouver Zoo announced Friday that 1-year-old missing wolf has been found safe.
Aww.
Tempest is now back with her family, putting an end to a 72-hour search and rescue operation, the zoo said in a statement. Staff said Tempest was found near the property, and the public will now be able to see her when the zoo reopens to the public on Saturday, August 20th. So, near the property. So it was off the zoo property.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
yeah. Wow.
Unfortunately, one wolf named Chia was found dead on the side of 264th Street
See,
in
that's
Langley
what I'm
on
talking
Thursday.
about.
Chia.
That is
Yeah,
exactly
so unfortunately-
what I'm talking about.
Animals died because of these things, too.
Exactly.
All right.
That's what I hate.
Paige.
Well, let's stay at the zoo, why don't we? We're going to San Luis Obispo, California?
Obispo.
Okay, y'all got it. God, excuse me.
I've watched one or two true crime documentaries, and I'm pretty sure that city was included.
Probably, yeah.
Well, okay. I'm just going to read this article to you because it's just too good. Cops usually have a prime suspect, but in this case, it's a primate suspect. The county sheriff's office believes it was a little capuchin monkey that called 911 from a zoo last Saturday, and this was posted August 17th. But as soon as I read that line, that a capuchin monkey called 911 from a zoo, he's like, bitch, get me out of here. And,
Listen.
like, I've been kidnapped and put in this thing, like,
You
get
ever
me
seen
into-
fucking Night at the Museum? That goddamn monkey is a mess.
Yeah. So the call, okay. The call disconnected, and dispatchers tried to call and text back the zoo, but there was no response. So the deputies were sent to investigate, and when they got there, everybody was like, no, we didn't call. Like, nobody called. So they finally concluded that a capuchin monkey named Route had apparently picked up the zoo's cell phone. Like, I'm thinking landline at first.
No.
This
If you
is
would've
their
seen-
cell phone.
If you would have seen the owner of the cell phone, you'd know why the monkey could unlock it with face. Like, all right. Just saying.
So the monkey got the cell phone, which was in a golf cart used to, how they move around all the zoo or whatever. So the cell phone was in the golf cart. And the office's post said, we're told capuchin monkeys are very inquisitive and will grab anything and everything and just start pushing buttons. And that's it. That's this could be a movie, like Monkey Calls 911. That is
So
just
what you're telling me is that my phone's not as secure as I thought it was?
not at all.
What you're telling me is there's a chance.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what are the odds that if a monkey were to get your phone, like the first thing they dial is 911? What is the odds of that?
The monkey just wanted to confess that he loved bananas because they have a peel.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hold on, wait. If you hear in the distance, yep, that was a collective groan. Yep, that was it. I just heard the United States groan.
Greater Vancouver Zoo celebrates global conservation success with the birth of red panda twins.
Oh, I love red pandas.
So this was from August 15th, 2022. The birth of twin red pandas, one male, one female, at the Greater Vancouver Zoo on June 14th, 2022, is being recognized as a remarkable success that will help advance efforts to save the endangered species. The baby red pandas were born to mother Sakura and her partner Arun, A-R-U-N, who were brought together at the Greater Vancouver Zoo as per the Species Survival Plan, a conservation program with worldwide participation by accredited zoos and aquariums. Quote, to the best of our knowledge, this is the first time the red pandas have been born in British Columbia, says Manita Prasad, Deputy General Manager and Director of Animal Care at the Greater Vancouver Zoo. Prasad said this is a major achievement for the GVZ and species conservation for red pandas, which are thought to number less than 2,500 in the wild. It is really significant, she says. What we want to ensure is that the captive population of the red pandas is genetically viable so that if wild populations were to crash, we have animals within captivity that would be very strong candidates to repopulate wild species.
Can you imagine being Sakura?
Can you
And
imagine being...
She's just chilling, and then they're like, hey, we got this dude. His name's Aaron.
Yeah. But it reminds me, it takes me straight to that Key and Peele thing where he's like, Aaron.
You done fucked up, Aaron.
Aaron.
That's what I say to all the politicians. You done fucked up, Aaron. Oh, God, it's like on repeat now.
Yeah.
How often I say it. Yep. Ugh, good grief. I mean, good on that zoo for having the red pandas.
I know, that's so cute.
I also like how they live. I support it.
Mm-hmm.
They remind me of somebody that I know.
In what way and who?
Oh, well, you.
What?
They're just comfortable. They like to kind of like chill. They're
Hell
you know,
yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah. All right. Well, good on Vancouver for having some red pandas.
Mm-hmm.
Order in the court. I'll have a cheeseburger. So this isn't about burgers. I'm going to read this. Here's why I'm going to read this, because this is just so stupid. All right. Two summer
That's why
staples.
it's on BrewVerie Report.
Yeah, buddy. That's why I'm on BrewVerie Report. Two summer staples, hot dogs and popsicles, are coming together for whatever reason.
Oh, God.
That's a
Oscar
crime.
Mayer. Yep. Oscar Mayer is selling its first ever, quote, cold dog, a frozen pop that tastes like the brand's hot wiener.
Shut up.
Oh.
It's a little presumptuous of them to assume it's a hot wiener that allegedly boasts, quote, the refreshing and smoky umami notes of a hot dog topped with a mustard swirl. The idea
Oh, mommy.
No.
The idea stems from an Instagram post on Oscar Mayer's account a few months ago, in which its followers originally deemed the idea genius in a poll. Quote, after the overwhelmingly
They're
fan
called
excitement.
trolls.
I know.
God
this is what
damn.
happens when boomers believe millennials.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, which,
yeah.
quite honestly, just let us take over the world, because obviously we have an impact. After the overwhelming fan excitement for a beloved cold dog, it was a no... She's talking about it like it's her dog, her beloved cold dog.
Yeah. Ew.
Ugh. It was a no-brainer to make this hot dog-inspired frozen pop a reality, said Ann Field, an Oscar Mayer spokesperson. She's a wiener spokesperson in a press release. The cold dog is now on sale for $2 at select Pop Bar locations in Long Beach, New York City, New Orleans, and Alpharetta, Georgia. Hold on. Whoa. Number one, who owns Pop Bar? I've never heard of it, but it sounds cool if it's a bunch of popsicles. But two, who chose these cities? One, Long Beach. 2, New York City. 3, New Orleans. 4,
So random.
Alpharetta, Georgia.
It's so random.
Yeah.
Fuck is Alpharetta, Georgia? Is it because they're the only people who could possibly enjoy this thing?
Yeah, why wouldn't it have been Atlanta
Although you know that
instead
if it
of
was
this place we have?
in Alpharetta, Georgia, they're gonna then deep fry it.
Well, that's the thing, right? That's all they did. They just deep fried it. If this becomes a thing, Carnival food people are gonna go
Oh
out of
God,
business.
that's the first thing I thought about when you said that was carnival food.
Yeah,
Ugh.
for real. Like, you just
Vomit
need a
food.
chest and ice.
You could not pay me to try that. I love hot dogs, and you could never, ever pay me to try that. Ew.
I don't even like hot dogs. Smokies all the way.
Oscar Mayer, owned by Kraft, is used to making people squirm to attract attention to its packaged products. Earlier this year, it sold a bologna face mask that quickly sold out on Amazon.
I saw that. Did y'all see it?
Oscar Mayer wiener.
I watched a YouTube tutorial where somebody did try that out, and they said it did not taste. It didn't taste. I mean, it didn't smell like bologna.
If
That's
I wore
bologna.
an Oscar Mayer face mask, everyone
I
would be
a
so.
serial killer.
It really does look creepy as fuck.
I believe it's like wearing skin,
Yeah.
for sure,
That's definitely wearing flesh.
of some kind.
Yes.
Jesus, I never looked at spam and been like, could make a face mask.
Yeah,
out
I
of that.
need that on my face. Gross.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna vomit.
I just wanna
I'm
bathe
too
in
used
it.
to the spam in the mail.
Oh my gosh, y'all! This has been a good episode of BrewVerie.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I have so many more stories.
Yeah, we're gonna have to record again soon and give you an extra episode soon because we all collected way too many stories.
Here's the bottom line: we all do true crime, and we're ready for a fucking break every now and again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And this is our break, y'all. And hopefully you enjoy it as much as we do.
Fingers
And-
crossed.
And if you do, you can find us on both our feed, but also on Paige's feed at Reverie True Crime. And feel free to join the Patreons. Yes, because you get these early, and you can laugh early, and then make your friends jealous at the fact that you heard this shit before they did. So,
So
do it.
Bye.
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 So make sure you behave or
Fuck around and find out.
And you might find yourself on next month's BrewVerie Report.
for all the sources for this episode of BrewVerie, head to Reverie True Crime Podcast or Brew Crime Podcast's feeds on your favorite podcast host. This has been a production of Brew Crime Podcast and Reverie True Crime.
Go forth and kick ass.
Yep.